Hey everyone, I'm Advait from Brainforge, and I want to talk through a quick example of how Brainforge extends Omni when a dashboard requirement goes beyond the native chart picker. So we had a visualization request from a client which Omni didn't expose directly. So we use Omni's custom Vega-Lite capability to solve it, and then we packaged that solution into a reusable Brainforge agent skill. So the visualization is called a clustered and stacked bar chart. Simply put, each time period has bars side by side as you see here, and each of those bars is also stacked by another category. So this chart is useful because it lets you compare two things at once: the side by side difference between groups and the mix inside each group. So in this e-commerce demo data we have here, let's say we want monthly sales over time clustered by the traffic source and stacked by the department. Omni has strong native visualizations, and in most cases these should be enough. So we have a couple of options you can see over here. However, this exact combined and clustered stack pattern is not something the standard chart controls expose directly, and this is where Omni expertise matters. The native chart picker didn't cover this exact pattern, but Omni gave us the extension point we needed through custom Vega-Lite. And this is Vega-Lite, which is broader visualization grammar. So Omni's custom visualization editor supports Vega-Lite specs. So we can use Vega-Lite for chart patterns that need more control. So what you see over here is basically the visual ecosystem we are tapping into. All these are not like random custom codes, it is structured visualization grammar. So what Brainforge created here is tried and tested custom code for clustered stacked bar charts and a repeatable workflow. We created an agent skill called Omni clustered stacked bar chart. So it gives the agent a standard way to take an Omni result set and generate Vega-Lite JSON. So here I had called the skill and gave it my CLI profile, like the Omni CLI profile, the model ID, and the four fields that define the visual. So month as the time bucket, traffic source as the clustered group, department as the stack, and the total sale price as the measure. The key here is that the skill is grounded in the Omni result shape. It is not inventing the chart from scratch. It is using the fields and the query context from Omni. So before generating the final code, the skill checks the data through Omni CLI. It identifies the cluster values, the stack values, suggests some short labels, and also asks for color preferences. So in this example, the stack values are departments like men and women, and the cluster values are traffic sources like search, organic, Facebook, email, and display. And over here we can also see the short labels, which are nice touch because clustered bar charts get visually congested if you use full labels everywhere. So finally, once the skill has the field mapping, the labels and colors, it generates the custom Vega-Lite specification for Omni. So from here the output can be reviewed, pasted into Omni's custom visualization editor, and validated against the underlying result set. So we can just copy paste this spec we have generated, and we can go back into Omni, and we have the Vega code option here, which is the custom editor, and basically paste the spec we just copied. And here is the final output. So it is a clustered and stacked bar chart using the e-commerce demo data. So we can compare the traffic sources side by side across the months while also seeing the department mix inside each of the traffic source. So essentially we turned one of visualization workaround into a reusable delivery asset. So this same visualization pattern can apply to e-commerce, retail, operations, finance, or any dashboard where teams might need to compare groups over time and understand the mix inside those groups as well. We at Brainforge help teams get more out of Omni by extending it thoughtfully, and then we package those solutions into repeatable agent workflows. So if you're interested in learning more, please reach out to Robert or Uttam from Brainforge on LinkedIn.